For more than 20 years, I devoted my life to a single mission: to discover why certain individuals rise to extraordinary wealth and influence, while millions of others struggle year after year without ever reaching their potential. This question drove decades of observation, interviews, and study of the most powerful financial minds of the modern world. During that time, I studied some of the most successful minds in the world: industrialists who built vast financial empires, inventors whose ideas transformed entire industries, entrepreneurs who started with absolutely nothing and somehow created fortunes beyond imagination. Thousands of stories, different paths, yet hidden beneath them all was a powerful pattern waiting to be discovered. After thousands of hours of observation, one powerful realization slowly began to emerge. Success is not an accident, and wealth is not a mystery. Behind every fortune lies a principle, a law, operating quietly beneath the surface of human achievement. Once this law becomes clear, your entire understanding of success begins to change. The tragedy is that most people spend their entire lives without ever discovering this law. They move from job to job, chasing income, hoping circumstances will improve. Yet the real force that creates wealth remains completely invisible to them. And because they never discover this principle, their potential quietly remains unrealized. At first, I believed the secret of wealth might simply be education. But many of the most successful individuals I studied had very little formal schooling. Then I considered luck. But luck alone could not explain why certain individuals repeatedly created success again and again and again throughout their lives. Eventually, the answer became impossible to ignore. The difference was not opportunity. The difference was not background. The difference was mindset. Every great fortune begins as something invisible. Not money, not resources, not connections, but a powerful idea combined with an equally powerful desire. Most people underestimate the true power of desire. They wish for success. They hope their circumstances will improve. But wishing has never built a fortune. The individuals who transform their lives develop something far stronger, a burning desire so powerful that it dominates their thinking and refuses to accept defeat. And as I have often said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Napoleon Hill. This idea may sound simple, but it represents one of the most powerful discoveries about human achievement. When belief and imagination combine, they begin directing every action toward a definite outcome. During my years of research, I noticed something fascinating. The most successful individuals followed the same invisible principle, a principle that quietly guided their decisions, persistence, and actions. I call this principle the law of directed thought. Your mind is constantly shaping your future, whether you realize it or not. Every repeated thought becomes stronger. Every belief begins influencing your actions, and those actions eventually determine the results you experience, which means the quality of your thinking ultimately determines the quality of your life. Two people may start from the same place, yet their thoughts lead them toward completely different destinies. The mind, when properly directed, becomes the most powerful instrument for success ever discovered. Yet tragically, most people never learn how to use it. Instead of controlling their thoughts, they allow their thoughts to control them. They allow fear to influence their decisions. They allow doubt to weaken their ambitions. And gradually, without even realizing it, they begin limiting their own possibilities. The greatest prison in the world is often the one created inside the human mind. But the individuals who achieve great fortunes do something entirely different. They learn to discipline their thinking. They guard their minds carefully, just as a banker protects his vault. They refuse to allow fear, doubt, or negativity to dominate their thoughts. Instead, they deliberately train their minds to focus on opportunity, growth, and possibility, because they understand a powerful truth. What you consistently think about eventually begins to shape the direction of your life. When a person develops a clear vision of what they truly want to achieve, something remarkable begins to happen. Their mind becomes focused, their attention sharpens, and suddenly they begin noticing opportunities that others completely overlook. This is not coincidence. It is the natural result of directing the power of thought toward a definite purpose. The moment your mind knows exactly what it wants, it begins searching the world for ways to achieve it. One of the great industrial leaders of my time expressed this idea beautifully. He said, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." Henry Ford. This statement may appear simple, yet hidden inside it lies one of the most powerful truths about human achievement. Your beliefs determine your direction, and your direction ultimately determines your destiny. However, there is one powerful force that prevents millions of people from ever applying this principle: fear. Fear of failure, fear of criticism, fear of uncertainty. These invisible forces quietly influence the decisions of millions of individuals every single day. And because of fear, countless dreams are abandoned before they ever have the opportunity to grow. Fear does not shout loudly. It whispers quietly until ambition disappears. But the individuals who build great fortunes understand something profoundly different about fear. They understand that fear is not a signal to stop. It is often a signal that growth is about to begin. Every meaningful achievement in life requires courage. Every great goal demands persistence. And every great fortune in history was built by individuals who refused to surrender when obstacles appeared. When difficulties arrived, they did not retreat. They simply continued forward with greater determination. Persistence is the invisible force that transforms desire into physical reality. History offers countless examples of this principle. Inventors who failed hundreds of times before their discoveries changed the world. Entrepreneurs who faced financial ruin before their businesses finally succeeded. The road to success has never been smooth, but those who understand the law of persistence recognize something powerful. Temporary defeat is not permanent failure. It is simply part of the process of achievement. And this brings us to one of the most important questions you will ever ask yourself. What kind of thoughts dominate your mind each day? Do you focus your attention on opportunity, growth, and possibility? Or do you allow doubt and uncertainty to quietly control your thinking? Because whether you realize it or not, your dominant thoughts are constantly shaping the direction of your future. Your thinking is not passive, it is creative. Your mind operates very much like a magnet. It attracts ideas, opportunities, and circumstances that align with your strongest beliefs. When your thinking is filled with confidence and determination, your actions naturally begin moving toward success. And over time, those consistent actions begin producing powerful results. Successful individuals understand this principle clearly. They guard their minds carefully. They feed their thinking with knowledge, vision, and belief. Your background does not determine your future. Your current circumstances do not limit your possibilities. What truly determines your success is the direction of your thoughts and the strength of your determination. And perhaps the most important lesson I discovered during my years of research can be summarized in one powerful truth. Strength and growth come only through continuous effort and struggle. Napoleon Hill. Remember this well. Wealth does not begin in the bank. Success does not begin in the marketplace. Every great achievement begins in the mind. And the moment you learn to control your thoughts, you begin shaping your destiny. The law of wealth has always existed. The only question that remains is whether you will choose to use it.